Hello guys, welcome to Ballcraft. Boggs here, and today we will be playing some Anno 2070. What we will be doing in this video, basically I'm going to show you guys how to prepare for the upcoming Anno, um, and how to build as good as possible, as economic as possible. So first of all, when you start in Anno 2070, you will be starting with the port, with a ship with a few resources on it, and with a huge island. You will be having around 70,000 credits and minus 50 balance. That's your tax income. Your main objective in this game is to basically have a very high tax income, always. So you are on a profit. You always make money. That's how you make money. If your tax income, your balance is negative, you will lose money every time. With Anno 2070, what you need to consider is the eco balance. This is something that they will remove in Anno 1800. This is something that will no longer exist in 1800s. So let's start with your city building. So I've seen a lot of people when they build a city in Anno, they do this shit. They do this. They go from the port, they take the road, they just go like this, yeah. They make a road like that, and they put down. This is what you call a city center. You will have a market in the new Anno. So they just put this like this here, okay? They just drag another road, and then they build like this. And they just continue doing this, just continue placing this, making houses. This is not the correct way you do it. This is totally wrong. You should not be building like this. So if you are building like this, please stop it. The way you build in any Anno game is by considering on what island you have, the dimensions of the island, the resources on the island, and the most important really is the space that you have. That's really the most important thing, the space. So if we're looking at this particular island, we can see that I have a lot of space that I can make my city over here and actually use other parts of the island for other things to help my city grow. So if we're building in this area, you're gonna ask me, but well, Boog, isn't it the same thing if we build with... No, it's not the same thing. What you need to do is take your city center. If you cannot go this far, or if it's farther from the port, just build a depot, okay? And now you can build freely wherever you want. This is how you go farther from the port. You are not restricted by the port. People who think that are restricted by the port are wrong. So you're gonna build this, and you're gonna put it like so. And when you're putting this, you have to consider it is not the same size on all edges. As you can see, it's there's a different dimension. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna build a road like so, and you're gonna plan ahead. So planning ahead is by building these roads like this, and this place right here that you will have on both sides of the city center. These places will be used to put in the public buildings, such as concert halls, you name it, congress halls, blah blah blah. Leisure center. We're gonna talk about these later. This we're gonna talk about later. We're just gonna talk about the basic city build. So after you do this, after you do these, and always build it on the wider part so you have a lot more space inside. After that, you're gonna see this plate. You're gonna put two like this, two like this. You're gonna extend them. Okay? You're gonna go like this, and you're gonna go like this. And now, you can actually build houses. A lot of people like to build houses like this. You know, just go on with them to the max. It doesn't matter in Anno how you build. You can build them like that, but myself, I like to respect the this actual build. So this is the build that I'm always going with. This is the build that I love. Uh, the 2 and 3. So 2, 3, always 2, 3, parallel to the boulevard. So basically, this will be the square, okay? And on the sides, you will always have the houses. I don't have any more resources, but let me show you guys. Let's see if I have some resources. So I'm gonna build the concert hall directly in the middle. I'm gonna build this, and right now the influence of this concert hall, as you can see, can sustain a lot of blocks over here and also on the other side. So you definitely need to consider how you're gonna build all these public buildings so they can give you the best sphere of influence. This is what you really need to be doing. This is how a city should look like. This is how you grow a city. And after this, you always take a consideration of this. So you can see this can sustain 2 like this with a little bit more, so 2 blocks, okay? And let's say 2 like this. So we would have 4 blocks like over here. You need to calculate every time you build. So you're gonna go with this. You're gonna put it randomly. Let me just cancel some of this buildings because I only need to show you as an example. So you're gonna go with the city center. It doesn't matter where you place it. Just place it down. This is how you go on with your city. This is how you grow your city. So after you've done this, okay, you see you have this space right here with 2 houses. You can save space by building, actually just leaving these, building 2 more, sorry. Just build 2 more like this, leave a space. This should be where the road is. Should come like this, okay. Let me just try to see if I have some more resources in this sub so I can build a lot more so you guys get more of an idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm building, this is part of this build. So these 2 are part of this, and this should come if you build 2 more houses like this. You can actually build, because this is what I always do. This is what you should always do. First build the infrastructure, then you can build the city. So always build the infrastructure to the max. Go with your city as big as you want it. So basically, you see here, you just drag one more line. You delete this. Don't worry about that. It's gonna go away. And you put this over here. It should come exactly the same as here if you had space over. But you get where I'm going with this. You're building in advance the infrastructure of your city. So this like this, and also in this part. And you don't need to build all the houses. All you need to do is actually calculate and use the other spaces.
Attention. Population leaving the city.
Abandoning my city. Don't abandon my city. This is just a test. I love you guys. Okay. So this is how your city is evolving. And it's the same way here. You have a beautiful space for the 2. You can go with 3. You can go 1 more block and then go for the other one with 3 blocks. But it's much safer to go like this. A lot more safer, trust me. So I'm gonna give you a demo on how to build it in this. So you just go with 2 houses. Just put this, like I said, random. You don't care, you just need to have the access to build. And then just 2 more houses. Okay. building, building, and now you can actually destroy this. You can build the city center over. Okay. Sorry. And you can see how the city is growing. This is always going to be places where you place your houses. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice one space to put something, like if you want to put like police station or something like that. But you usually, when you finish expanding with your city as much as you want, always take, like I said, in calculation, the dimensions of the island, because you will need to build some resources on this island for these guys. Take that in consideration. So this is how you build a city. This is how you do it. You don't start off from the port, okay? Build a little house over here and just go on from there in a total chaos. No, everything needs to be planned from the beginning. And we were talking earlier about leisure centers. Leisure centers, the way you build these leisure centers is a bit more difficult if you want to get the most out of them. Many people don't even go through the trouble to actually build them, but I'm going to show you guys how to include a leisure center from the beginning, before you even build your city. So in advance to that, a leisure center is the dimensions of 4 of these. So basically, your leisure center you will need your leisure center to be basically. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys. It's easy if I show you. So you're gonna want it like this, like this, like this. This space right here can fit any type of the leisure center, whether it's tycoon, text, or echoes. I think for text this space is too big, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, once you have the square in the middle of your perfect place, so like I said, please try to look on the island for the center of your city. This is what you're looking for from the beginning, the center of your city. You need to know where the center of your city will be and where you're going to
Warning.
expand from there.
Production breakdown.
Okay, so let me just put this here. This doesn't want it to delete, it's going to destroy itself. Okay. So, sorry. So in the end, you're going to get this shape from using 4 of these, like so. The only difference is when you're building, you're going to turn this like this. So it's always going to be the opposite shape of the center of the city. So I'm just going to build one here so you see what I'm talking about. You're going to go with 3 houses directly. Wait, sorry. Take the road from here like so. Okay, from the middle. Take the road like this. You're going to have 2 spaces.
Warning. Food supplies approaching exhaustion.
2 more spaces. Okay. Basically unite this. This will all be in the influence of this, so it's no problem. You don't have to worry about it. Just take this off. When you build the leisure center, everything will cover. They will cover everything. But the idea is that you will need as many houses close to the leisure center as you can. That's the key. And after that, you're just gonna build the city that I taught you to build earlier. We're gonna go back to our design. So you can see this is the same design. It's nothing different. The same blocks like I taught you to build. Build the blocks, they help you a lot. I mean a lot. These blocks are nice and they also look very, very nice. So you will expand with your city. Like I said, you will use the houses to expand equally so you don't mess up. If you mess up, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Like I said, before you start building your city, build your infrastructure. This is what you need to do. build the infrastructure, and then you can start building the city.
Attention. Population
In the
leaving the
end,
city.
guys, you're gonna come up with something like this. This is what your city will look like, with the leisure center in the middle. So, uh, yeah, this is what you're looking for. This is the design you're looking for in an Anno city. Uh, the efficient way to build. Efficiency, as you can see, resources are at full, max everything. And when you get to that point where your economy is so good that people are so sustained, you have more resources, you have
All fires
resources to
extinguished.
spare, then you can go on to build what I like to call leech cities. Cities are the cities that feed off other island resources. For example, this is a leech city. This is a beautiful city without a lot of only the tea plantations on it. Everything else comes from the outside. And where does it come from? From this city. This is a different city, and everything you see here produced and on all the other islands that come here to this island from this island are shipped with using the tycoon ships. I bring directly the resources over, 60 of each, so they have everything at all time. And you can see the city is prospering and the balance booms due to it. This is sustaining, self-sustaining. It's very beautiful. Examples of Tycoon City right here with the same, take in mind, the same design. The big, what they call it,
Warning.
public building.
Population
In the
health
building,
critical.
in the middle, the buildings, the city centers, equal, and just build, go on with your city as much as you can. Also, example of a tycoon city. The tycoon city is rather small, but it is very strong, very powerful. It's, as you can see, everything, police stations, everything is around. If a fire starts, it shuts down. So, yeah, this is what you guys need. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm gonna try to do more videos like this about Anno 2070, explaining stuff that you should prepare for and what you need to know basically about these games, so you don't screw up, you don't mess up with the space that you have, because you will run out of space. This is one example. I mean, space is no longer valid for a good looking point of view, and this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pull off this amazing look. I'm gonna try to show you guys some videos for how you can make a lot of money and basically have a profit non-stop, constant trade. Let me know if you guys like the video, like and sub. Bye bye.